You guys, this is history. What you've done with the show.
You guys have built a platform that influences.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show.
Wake up, Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy.
Envy playing my record, I made it.
Jess Hilarious.
Jess with she don't spare nobody.
Charlamagne the God.
What made you think the liking of controversial questions would take his part?
I like this show.
Thanks, Breakfast Club.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God. Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday. Good morning.
It's Tuesday.
What a glorious day. Another day to serve our people, man. Talk to these beautiful listeners of ours. What's happening?
That's right. Well, good morning out there.
Yes.
Good morning.
Man, we got a lot of answers yesterday. Yesterday when I gave Donkey today to 105.3 The Beat in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We got some answers.
Okay.
We'll get them this morning.
Okay.
I didn't realize we had that many people listening in Atlanta. I mean, they show us in the ratings and stuff like that, but I just didn't realize it.
Oh, yeah.
Until yesterday.
They showed up yesterday.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Jess?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm growing more than I even, like growing faster than I expected.
Tell them why.
I ordered these clothes, right? And y'all, I got on this nice bed dress, right?
From Shein.
It's not from Shein, boy. Shut up. You want somebody to be a clown so bad.
What's wrong with Shein?
Anyway, so nothing's wrong with Shein, but that's not where I got this one from. So it's so nice. I ordered it, and it's a maternity dress,
Right.
And I look good on one side. On the other side, the zipper won't zip in, and like this little baby is just growing much faster than I thought that she would, yo.
So you didn't want to wear nothing else, so you like F it.
I'm not taking this off. Yo, it was so hard getting it on. I kind of already figured it would be too small once I already got in it. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
I think it's supposed to breathe on that side because you be having pressure, right?
Yeah, I be having pressure.
I think it's supposed to breathe on that side.
It was supposed to be a both.
That's why it's supposed to be open.
I don't think
it's supposed to zip up.
I don't know. Did you get your pants from Shein yesterday because they were snug?
No, I did. That was a legacy of resilience. That was a sample size.
And they sent you a small in pants and a large in hoodie.
They did. But that's why
still wore
it's
it
a sample
proudly.
size. Yes, because for the same reason that you won't take that dress off.
And the vendor
it was too hard
Shein.
to take off.
And your vendor was Shein, so change
Salute
the vendor.
Shein. What up, Shein?
Oh my goodness.
You told me that they all the same vendor. Shein, Fashion Nova.
I did.
It's all the same thing, just different names.
And legacy resilience, yeah.
No, it's not. I would put it on there though.
Yeah.
Because Matthew would be on there.
Yes, a lot of people.
It's affordable, though. Very, very affordable.
So stop trying to act like everything be from there, though. It's still other places. It's Zara, it's Neiman's, it's Saks.
I don't hear y'all talk about that no more. All I hear is Shein. Just like a few years ago, it Fashion Nova.
The pretty little thing, right?
Yes, pretty little thing. They actually coming up, so they coming back.
And shout out to all the kids out on the spring break. My kids are on spring break, so I promise
Still?
them. Well, the two girls on spring break. My boy was on spring break a week ago.
They have different
spring breaks, so every day we have to do something different. So yesterday they wanted to see Kung Fu Panda 4. Ooh. So I would take them to go see Kung Fu Panda 4.
Why? It's on TV.
Is it?
Yes, Kung Fu Panda is on TV, bro.
The fourth one? Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, well, they wanted to go to the movies.
I mean, it's in theaters too, but it's on Prime Video if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know. We went to the movies to go see it. They wanted the experience, so we went to the movies to go see it in the 3D version.
Yes.
So, which was pretty good because I got a great nap because I went to the movie theater with the lounge seat. Oh, I got a great nap. Oh,
so
wonderful nap.
Sleep.
Yeah, what did I? Dad, how'd you like the movie? Loved it. I don't have no idea what happened.
That's the whole point. That's all those movies are for.
You want to take a nap?
For adults, that's all it's for.
That's all it is. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Jerrod Carmichael will be joining us this morning, comedian.
Yes, he has a new show on HBO called Jerrod Carmichael's Reality Show.
You gave him Donkey Today last week, too.
I did give him Donkey Today last week because he was saying that he felt like Dave Chappelle's jokes were offensive?
Anti-trans.
Yeah, anti-trans.
Yeah.
I just feel like as a comedian you shouldn't do that because that same thing can happen to you. And less than 12 hours later, it did because it's something he did on his reality.
They was on his ass. That's right. And also Dr. Cornell West and Melina Abdullah.
Yes, Dr. Cornell West is still running for president.
Yep.
And Dr. Melina is his vice presidential candidate.
That's right.
Yes.
So we'll be chopping it up with them.
Yes.
All right, and then when we come back, we got front page news. We'll tell you about the WNBA. Last night was the draft, and your ex-president, he was in court all day yesterday. We'll tell you about that as well. So don't
Jesus
move.
Christ.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, last night was the 2024 WNBA draft, right? So, of course, I think we all knew Caitlin Clark was going number 1. She went to the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, she'll be teamed up with Aaliyah Boston, former South Carolina Gamecock Aaliyah Boston.
Yep, Cameron Brink went to the Sparks. Camila Cardozo went to Chicago Sky.
South Carolina all day.
And also, which I thought was pretty dope, Angel Reese went to Chicago Sky as well.
That's right. So her and Camila Cardozo will be forming that twin tower duo in Chicago. Camila will be at center. Angel Reese will be at power forward. It's going to be exciting.
Rakia Jackson went to the Sparks, and J.C. Sheldon went to the Dallas Wings.
You know another cool story? What's her name? Martin from Iowa. I can't remember her first name.
The other girl I went to support, she said she went to support Caitlin Clark.
Yes, and ended up getting drafted.
Didn't expect to hear her name. I wound up getting drafted. Yeah, she went to the Aces,
Yes.
I seen that story.
She was in the stands. She was supposed to be in the stands. They said that she was supposed to be in the mezzanine. Just up there to support Caitlin, and ended up getting drafted.
That's dope. Well, we have Caitlin Clark talking about it, right? Or them announcing her?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is it's an organization that really cares about women's basketball. They want to do it first class. Obviously getting to play with Aaliyah, that lights your eyes up as a point guard. But yeah, I think it's just exciting. They want to get back to their winning ways. Obviously championship pedigree there, and what Lynn has done has been absolutely incredible. So I can't imagine a better place. Obviously it's the Midwest. Everybody knows it's going to be a hard ticket to get. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, you better get them now. I'm excited.
Also, Camila, when they asked Camila about playing with Angel Reese, she pretty much said, who's going to get a rebound from us?
Right.
Who's going to get a rebound from us? All right, now today is the Western Conference play-in tournament. The Lakers take on the New Orleans. What's the new team?
Pelicans. You know what's crazy about this, though? Think about it. The Lakers are playing the Pelicans. So that's
Golden State's playing Sacramento.
Golden State's playing Sacramento. That's Steph Curry. Two of the greatest players we've ever seen are in the play-in tournament. In the play-in tournament. Not even in the playoffs.
Not at all. All right, now yesterday was day one for Donald Trump. Now they were picking the jury. They haven't picked the jury. They say at times it seemed like Donald Trump was sleeping. And there's a recap of the trial.
I was looking forward for years to have graduation.
All right, so they told me this was the recap. But this audio right here is pretty much they want Donald Trump to be there every day. So Donald Trump cannot leave. He cannot go anywhere. He can't campaign. He has to be there 4 days a week. The only day they have off is Wednesday. So Donald Trump, he has to campaign in the hallway after the proceedings. So this is him saying, damn, my son has graduation. They won't even let me go to my son's graduation.
I was looking forward for years to have graduation with his mother and father there. It looks like the judges are going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial. In addition, as you know, next Thursday, we're before the United States Supreme Court in a very big hearing on immunity. And this is something that we've been waiting for a long time. And the judge, of course, is not going to allow us. He's a very conflicted judge. And he's not going to allow us to go to that because he thinks he's superior, I guess, to the Supreme Court.
So that was day one of the trial. No juror was picked as of yet. They saying that, pretty much they can't find a juror that is not
doesn't
partial,
know him. Yes,
that doesn't follow him, that hasn't heard of him, that doesn't know what he's talking about. It's very difficult.
America truly does not have a system in place to have someone like Trump on trial, a former president of the United States of America who's the front runner for the GOP right now. The truth is, it's impossible for this trial to be fair on any level. Like, what juror doesn't know him? What juror will not see this trial on the news, on social media? He's ran for president twice, so either way you have voted for him or you voted against him. How is that fair? If I don't like him, he's guilty. If I like him, he's not guilty. Nobody's going to be objective in this case. Nobody's going to be biased. We don't have a system to prosecute this man.
Well, the thing is his biggest thing is he's saying he can't campaign. He can't campaign and be president. But what's bigger than him?
This is campaigning.
What's bigger than him going in the hall every day to talk about the case, ishing on the judge and ishing on everybody else?
He's in front of the media all day, every day.
Long.
Every news outlet is covering it. You're not telling us anything that President Biden is doing. And if you do, it's like, in the fine print. That's why I say they spend all day talking to us about how bad Trump is and, how terrible Trump is. He sucks up all of the energy out of the news cycle.
Right.
You don't even hear about what the other candidate doing. This is a great campaign for Donald Trump.
But I do wonder if this would have been if somebody else under trial, would they have let him go to their kid's graduation? If they would have let him leave and get an excuse for that day for his kid's high school graduation.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
But I'm looking at the front page of the New York Times. Who on the cover?
Donald Trump.
I'm looking at the front page of the New York Daily News. Who on the cover?
Donald Trump.
That's what I'm saying. What is the president doing?
Right.
You spend so much time telling us about how terrible Trump is, and not enough time telling us the good things that Biden is doing, and then you wonder what's going to lead people to the polls in November. Simply the person they see every day.
Right, and people are watching him in court because they're watching him to see if he's sleeping. They're watching him to see if he's going to break out and say anything because they said yesterday he was sleeping.
And y'all still haven't factored in, the voter suppression that's going to happen in November. And Democrats' only defense against voter suppression is we need the largest voter turnout in the history of America. You're not getting that this year.
All right.
It's not happening.
That is front page news. Now, everybody get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is Sean calling from Utah.
Sean from Utah. Get it off your chest.
Hey, I just relocated out here. I'm originally from Brooklyn. Much love to you, Charlamagne the guy, Jess Hilarious. Real quick, Donald Trump's an idiot, man. The judge never made any type of comment regarding his son's graduation. He's out there playing the victim.
Yeah, and it works.
Nah, he didn't say anything about
the
graduation. He said that Donald Trump is required to be there 4 days of the week, and they only have Wednesday off, and they won't let him leave.
Right, but Trump said that, the judge not going to allow him to go to his son's graduation. The judge never made a ruling on that.
Oh, but also Donald Trump is just assuming, being that the judge told him he got to be there every day.
Right.
Again, like I said, playing the victim.
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, the Judge Merkin actually said it may be possible for Trump to attend the May 17th celebration, but he got to see how the trial develops. That's actually what the judge said.
Hello, who's this?
This is G from Joe.
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
843, what's happening?
What going on? I got a question. Everybody worried about Donald Trump in this trial. But how he going on trial and running for president at the same time?
Because that's the way America's set up. I'm telling you, America never thought that it would have this kind of problem, so there's no system in place to even deal with somebody like a Donald Trump.
Right. Yeah, because we can't even get jobs.
Well, run for president. If you run for president, you can do that.
That's crazy, man.
Go ahead and start the low country ticket, the shrimp and grits ticket.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up, Envy? This Lamb.
Lamb, what up, Lamb?
Amen.
Get it off your chest, brother.
It's always hard to find the number, bro. The number to call in the morning, dog.
1-800-585-1051.
800-585-1051.
Look, see? That's my problem. 1-800. Envy, what's 100?
800.
Man, shut up. You can't be serious.
You deaf, brother.
You be saying 100 instead of 800.
100. I've never heard that. 1-800.
It's always 1-8-something, 1-855, 1-800,
800-58.
You know what, though? Maybe we take that for granted.
What?
Because we older, so we know that there's a 1. Maybe people don't know it's supposed to be a 1.
What are we talking about? I ain't as old as y'all, and I know that. I've been saying it all my life.
Yeah, but he might be 20-something.
Okay. 1-800-585-1051. Call us up right now.
Start saying 1800.
People forget. I'm telling you, people forget that 1. They don't know no better.
Crazy.
I'm telling you.
It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning, peace and blessings, guys. How you feeling this morning?
Sean Stone, what up? Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Hey, babe.
Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, Envy.
Peace, King. Why you sound so depressed, man? Don't call the people with all that depressed energy, bro.
Whoa. I'm not depressed, bro. I'm super happy. Right now, I'm in the bathroom. My daughter was born yesterday.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
I'm a girl dad. Paris Ivy Stone is in the world. Okay?
Nice.
So I'm excited about that. Right now, I'm in the hospital with my lady. She did a great job. I just wanted to say she did a great job through the pregnancy and everything. You know what I mean? And I'm super happy, bro. Ain't no depression over here.
Well, congratulations,
brother.
Be there for her.
Yeah, I'm always here for her, Jess. I travel all the way from New Jersey on the train on Wednesday, put my car on the train, so I'm fully invested right now.
Oh, I know that's right. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, the air train.
You staying in Florida now?
Yes, sir. I'm living in Florida now. Got a baby to raise, you know what I mean? I gotta be there for her, man.
Congratulations,
Sean.
Thank you. But Envy, also what I'm noticing in Florida, there's a lot of talent down here in Tampa, Florida. And I just want to shout out one kid. He go by the name of Jay Briscoe. Jess, check out this kid, man. It's JBRISKO. On Spotify, he has 50 million streams for one song called Slow Mo and 6 million streams for another song that's called Power, man. Let's invest in our youth, man.
All right, brother. Thank you, man.
so
Congrats
much.
again. Hello, who's this?
This is Patrick. How are you?
Hey, Patrick. Good morning. Get it off your chest.
Good morning, Envy. What's up? Charlamagne, what's up?
Peace, King.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey,
Thank you.
Charlamagne, I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate what you did for Waymaker up in Chicago for Louis Party donation. Envy, I know I met Envy a couple times. There's one thing I wanted to say, man, is that I really appreciate you guys doing that, and I would love to see Charlamagne. Charlamagne, I'm going to be in Atlanta now, and I will be there for your little thing you have going on up in Atlanta.
First of all, don't call it no little thing. Okay, it's the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening April 27th.
Yes, absolutely. I'll definitely be there. I got my ticket in advance, and I definitely want to see you guys there.
That's why he said little team.
You guys.
You said what?
I called in September and I said, yo, I would definitely come and cook for you and Charlamagne and Jess if you guys would love to do it. Check me out online and see exactly what we do. I have a catering business plus a restaurant, and I'm getting ready to open a second one in Atlanta.
Jess is very picky.
Love to see you guys.
Jess is very picky. Most pickiest eater I've ever met in my life. Like a little kid, like a little 8-year-old.
Does he give a chicken fingers and French fries?
I will never.
Nah, it's way better than that, man. It's more gourmet 5-course meals. That's what I think.
Good. That's what I like. Thank you.
What's your Instagram,
Eddie,
bro?
get his info. We're gonna be in Atlanta. You say you're in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in Atlanta right now. I'm going to Atlanta right now.
Get his info, Eddie, in Atlanta.
We're gonna put you on hold, but what's your Instagram so people can follow you, brother?
GD Catering and Events. So GD Catering and Events.
Okay, brother.
GD Catering and
Hold
Events.
on. We're gonna put you on hold. Don't hang up.
I'm gonna go look at this food, see what's happening, because we definitely gonna be in Atlanta April 27th, and we definitely like to eat.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051.
No,
Jeff don't do all day.
Jess went right there to the pig. You only looked at one picture, Jess. Portions too small?
Yeah, and it's 3 stacked tomatoes and tomato juice.
Oh my goodness. Jess, we got Jess with the Mess coming up.
Yes, we do.
What we talking about?
Guys, they said Drake is not really who he say he is, Envy.
Oh boy. We'll get into
Don't
that
hurt
next.
Envy feelings.
I know.
We'll get to it next. It's Jess with the Best, The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Best.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies. She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So the Beyonce effect is in effect like crazy. All right. The Levi's stock jumped 20%, boosted by her song with Post Malone. And I didn't even listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even hear the song until 2 days ago. And then I saw the story. This is the song.
Pretty little thing, and I love to turn them on. Boy, I let you be my Levi's jeans, so you can hug that ass all day long.
Yeah, Levi's jeans.
Yes, they even changed their Instagram name to Levi with 2 eyes, like the song, because it's called Levi's jeans.
That's smart.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, but a 20% rise in their stock, and the new Levi's products like denim skirts also improved company sales. And a fun little fact by Levi, it's actually the company that invented denim jeans. Didn't even know that.
Really?
Yeah, y'all ain't know that. You didn't know that, did you?
Yeah.
You're a clown, yo.
You know that.
It hurts my feelings how
It's the
dumb
first
he be.
one.
He didn't know that.
It's the
Levi's
first
is
one.
the original denim jean. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
You thought it was Wrangler.
Yeah, he definitely thought it was Wrangler.
You think denim jeans, you think Levi, especially in that space.
He from the South. He probably thought it was Jabot.
Yeah.
Jabot.
What's some jeans they wear down there?
Talking about?
What's some jeans they wear down there?
I don't know. We ain't from down there.
Exactly.
We don't know.
What are you talking about?
All right. Whatever. In other news, Lil Yachty allegedly referenced track surfaces for Drake's song Already Everyone already knew he co-wrote. All right, so look, they was basically saying that trying to expose Drake for him acting like he is somebody that he not. I mean, I really don't feel like it's anything wrong with ghostwriters, even for the best artists out there. I guess it's a rapper thing, a guy thing, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but it was leaked that Lil Yachty actually is one of the writers on the song. It's called Jumbotron, S Poppin', Her Loss, something like that. This is the original reference, number 4.
I just pulled me off the phone, trying to take stands. Round my afternoon like the whole hands. I said so much last night, it's hard to leave the bed. Then I did the whole kind of tech in a cold red. If I tell this bitch to pull shit on moped, my dog, you don't smoke on this.
Okay, didn't understand that one. And this is Drake's. Like supposedly a secret, like they leaked the writer, but it's in the credits. It's not really that much of a secret, although it is Lil Yachty's real name, M. McCullum. His name is Miles McCullum.
And people keep leaking, the Drake reference tracks. Don't nobody care, yo.
Yeah, honestly.
I know, I get it. I get what y'all trying to do.
Yeah.
But this generation simply does not care. And Drake has never beaten the ghostwriting allegations because, that's just something that they're going to always put on him. He's too successful. When you're that successful, they're going to have something over you. And that's one thing folks going to always say about him. Well, he don't write, though. He don't write.
Why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, to me, why does it matter? But, I guess to... But who does it matter to more? You think OGs? Or like you said it don't matter to this generation. So
OG rappers.
Yeah,
OG rappers, and 100%.
rappers. I think not just OG rappers. I think rappers.
This new generation don't care.
I think when they go into this battle, when you're talking Kendrick and you're talking J. Cole and you're talking Ross and you're talking them, I mean, it is what it is. Pusha T, they want to see.
But those are OG rappers. Big Ross is 48. Pusha T is 40 plus.
J. Cole, Kendrick, they're not.
They different though. But I don't even think they really care like that. Kendrick will probably use it in a record, but Cole clearly don't care because he still do records with Drake.
I think that's the only quote-unquote stain when it comes to Drake, when they talk about the reference vocals and people write for him. He's never said anything about it, never talked about it, never said, I use this line or we collaborated together. That's the only stain when it comes to Drake. Other than that, the boy flawless.
Yeah. But Jay, that's a big stain. What you talking about?
Okay.
How much does he write, though? I mean,
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
He writes.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Clearly he writes.
Yeah.
So how much does he write? And it had me thinking yesterday, right? Would you want more rappers to do that? Because think about how long Drake's run has been. Think about how long some of your favorite rappers' run could have been if they probably would have gotten that type of assistance in the studio.
Yeah.
Think about it. This guy's been at a certain peak for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
People's runs be very, very, very short. Maybe they need to get in the studio like these R&B singers do and these pop singers do and collaborate with people.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But Wayne, let's talk about Wayne. Wayne had a long run when he wrote. Has that ever been proven that he had writers, or he's always written for himself, right?
Well, Gilly said that he wrote for Wayne.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why you say it like that?
I don't know.
But Gilly said he wrote for Wayne, and he said that Wayne allegedly had ghostwriters. But
okay.
I'm just always wondering, like, did somebody write it? We were in the studio collaborating, and you'd be like, this line of sound dope, this line of sound. So that's why I said that stain is what what we would want to know. But
and it does keep him out of certain conversations, right? Because I need to know if these raps ain't yours, I can't put you in these top MC categories.
Yeah,
I can't put you up here with the Hoes and the Jadakisses and the Scarfaces.
But then you look at somebody like Hov, which is my favorite rapper, and he uses Biggie lyrics sometimes in a lot of his songs.
Not the same. Cut it out.
But it's using somebody else's lyrics.
Just using
it's using somebody else's lyrics.
It's not the same.
It's
having somebody write
lyrics.
you a whole verse as opposed
but
to
that's
using
what I'm saying.
a line.
Do we know if somebody's writing a whole
verse? If it's broken down
or
like that? Because also on the Jumbotron, S Poppin', whatever that Lil Yachty is a writer on, it's listed with like 6 or 7 other writers. So we don't know who wrote what or whatever. You know what I mean?
That could be production and samples and all types of stuff too.
Yeah, but that's underwriters. Yeah, well, either way. Kai Cenat reacts to tricking allegations and gets incredibly petty in the process. So that's why I said Kai Cenat pulled a Michael Jackson, right? So over the weekend, he had some allegations. This girl posted a photo online, right, saying that she slept with Kai a few years ago. And then she posted a screenshot of some messages where Kai allegedly sent her $5,000. So Kai was like, I didn't send her that. He denied it, and he showed his Apple Pay history, and it was shown that he didn't send a girl $5,000. The proof was allegedly from somebody. No, the alleged proof was from somebody else, but she just said Kai did it. Now, Kai took things further by purchasing her domain with her name. She got the OnlyFans. Her name is Layla Red, and he was talking about it.
So, Layla, I have bought your domain. It means every time somebody types in Kiara Rush anytime somebody types in Layla Red, the first website that they will click on is all the lies you've told me, all the crimes you've done, all the dumb you just put yourself in to up your life. So no, your OF link won't pop up first. No. No Pornhub or anything like that won't pop up first. Oh, no. The top link will be Kiara Rush, okay? Showing everything that you've done, okay? And you made a mistake with me.
Y'all better stop playing with these influences. Now I know how much.
I like that type of petty.
I love that. And for him to be so young and to think to do something like that, it's commendable. I love it.
I would have told the young man, don't ever mention the young lady's name, because he gave that woman more publicity and promotion than she ever would have gotten.
But he making so much money every time somebody search who she is. He making so much money. Over a 5K lie that she lied about. A clown. What?
How did they make money when that happened? I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't know. We got to call Kai. But he's definitely going to make a lot of money.
I don't know if he's making money, but he's stopping her from making money.
He is making
but
money.
Remember, his whole life is content. So the more he talks about it, the more he screams and yells like that, the more people follow him and the more money he makes. He don't care. This will be another story in 2 days.
What do I always say? When a dog barks at the moon, it's nothing. When the moon barks back at the dog, it's news. I wouldn't have not known this young lady name. I wouldn't have known this situation happened if Kai hadn't talked about it.
Well, the dog is only barking for 2 days because tomorrow will be something else to talk about. This is just content for the brother.
And stop saying that, because I stole that quote from you and I said it one day and somebody was like, oh, you a genius for that. And you just keep saying
it's an old quote. It's older than Levi jeans.
Well, obviously that person didn't know that. They thought that I made it up. So shut up. All right. Sorry, y'all.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the mess. All right. When we come back, we got front page news. We'll give you the details. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get some.
See y'all tomorrow.
Let's get some front page news. Jesus Christ. Last night was the WNBA draft, so we got to salute Caitlin Clark. She was number 1. Cameron Brink was number 2. Camila Cardozo was number 3. Rakia Jackson was 4. JC Sheldon was 5. And Angel Reese was number 7.
I am looking forward to that Angel Reese, Camila Cardozo team up in Chicago. Twin Towers. Camila playing center, Angel Reese playing power forward. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston in Indiana. That's going to be exciting as well.
That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be some fun in the WNBA. I think they're gonna change the WNBA a lot.
And salute to the young lady Kate Martin from Iowa, man. That was a very cool moment. She went there. She was there with her teammates just to support Caitlin Clark, and ended up getting drafted by the Las Vegas Aces.
That's dope.
The defending world champion Las Vegas Aces.
Rudy Giuliani. Now he loses bid to dismiss his $148 million defamation lawsuit. If you don't know, a mother and daughter were accused by Giuliani of committing election fraud.
Go play.
A U.S. district judge has denied Rudy Giuliani's motion to appeal his defamation case and the $148 million in damage that he must pay to 2 former Georgia election workers.
The judge issued that order earlier today in the nation's capital. Back in December, you'll remember, a jury awarded that settlement to Shay Moss and her mother, Ruby Freeman. The 2 women said they received a barrage of racist and graphic threats after they became the targets of a false conspiracy pushed by Giuliani and other Trump allies. But Giuliani has maintained he did nothing wrong. And in a video posted on social media, Giuliani said he would keep speaking out if it meant losing all his money or ending up in jail.
Yeah, so he's going to have to figure out how to pay that $148 million defamation judgment against those 2 women. And that is front page news. All right. Now, when we come back, Jerrod Carmichael will be joining us. Comedian.
Man, fresh off a Donkey of the Day. I love when somebody gets Donkey of the Day and then they come in here to have a conversation about it. Yes, Jerrod Carmichael has a reality show called Jerrod Carmichael's Reality Show on HBO.
All right, and we'll get to that next.
You've seen it. You probably seen the trailer. You have some toads in his mouth. He was sucking some toads on the trailer in the first couple episodes too.
Just random toads?
Actually, yes, because he was getting these guys off Grindr. We'll talk about it when we come back.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Jerrod Carmichael.
Our
Welcome.
guy. I be doing your voice in the shower. Morning, everybody. It's DJ.
Jerrod thinks about you when he's naked.
Yeah, you know, let's lean into all the gay shit. Sometimes when I'm naked, I think about DJ
Envy's voice.
Yes.
Happy to see you, Jerrod.
Happy to see you, bro. So
I'm always happy when people come right after Donkey of the Day.
The Charlamagne game.
Oh my God!
Listen, bro.
Let me tell you something. I was responding to you like Monique. Like I was in my house just pacing around, just being like, Leonard, what would your mother say about giving me? No, let's talk about that. So there's a couple things I want to make clear about that. So
Charlamagne gave you Donkey today.
Gave me Donkey of the Day.
For what, Charlamagne?
You reported on you played a clip of my stand up, but it started at the punchline and it like completely erased the setup of it, and I really don't like that. It made it seem like I was talking like I'm into some type of race, sexual, slavery role play with my boyfriend, which is untrue. It's so false. And I expect that type of thing from TMZ because they have no humanity. They don't care about the people that get hurt when they report these sort of things. But you're a friend, so I really didn't like that. I know you repeated it in the Neil interview. I didn't like that. That was very, very unfair. It was a joke.
I saw that clip though.
But I need you to watch the show. And anybody who watches the show, it's not what I said. It's so false. It's so untrue. And I don't like that because it's like, no, well, we'll get into that later.
It's a joke about reading.
It has nothing to do with my boyfriend. It has nothing, like the sex that we have. It has nothing to do with sex. It's something that like people have been reporting on, and I really, really don't like it. It's about my boyfriend reading so much. He makes me feel insecure about my level of reading. And look, I get it. It's something that people have been running with because I have a white boyfriend, so like people like try and create some type of crazy story out of that. Like, and it's a small group of people, really. Like, I read all the tweets, and it's like some gay black men and some Ku Klux Klan members who don't like that I have a white boyfriend. They agree on that, so congratulations. Like the Klan and Dr. Umar, and some people find some common ground on that. But he's a human being. He deserves respect. I deserve respect. I don't appreciate things being misreported or like said about him in that way. It's completely false, so I don't like that. I just want to make that clear. That's not something I know you were just reading the news, but like you're a friend, and I want you to like actually have nuance with these stories. Like people can get hurt. There are actually real lives at stake with the things that you say. And look, come after me. That's fine, but don't come after like my boyfriend who.
I don't think we came at your boyfriend though. We knew it was.
Well, I'm saying when that's in the headline and that's reported, like, and then misreported, like, oh, he's into race slave play with his white boyfriend. I don't like that headline because it's false. It's not true at all. Now, on to Dave Chappelle.
No, I want to stick to the joke though. In context, the joke's still not a good joke.
Well, that's on you. Listen, I've been a professional comedian for a while. I got some
because you're still saying you're a slave.
No,
he's a slave master. The slave master is teaching the slave to read.
You know, listen, I'm talking about my own personal insecurity. I'm an educated person. I'm usually the smartest person in the room. He reads so much, it makes me feel like, oh, do I even know how to read? That joke works if I had a black boyfriend. My boyfriend were black. That joke actually works better if I had a black boyfriend.
And you the slave, and the white person is the slave master.
Listen, if you are,
and you're from North Carolina, where you know the first anti-literacy laws were created in North and South Carolina.
Sure. But that's not my role as a comedian to start getting into like literacy laws and stuff like that. You've completely lost it. I evoke provocative imagery sometimes in my jokes. Some people are very sensitive to that. That's your right. You don't have to laugh at that. You could like hear the word slavery and completely shut off. That's completely fine. But don't misconstrue what I said and don't like make it into something that it's not, because that's where I start to get offended.
Now, I don't think we made it into something.
That the statement, like, oh, you said it like multiple times on the show, like, oh, he's into slave role play with his white boyfriend. That's untrue.
I don't know if I said it like that. I think
you said it, Charlamagne. That is not the joke. The joke's about me reading. The joke's about my insecurity about like not being as well read. When I be in bed next to him and he's on his third. I get what you're saying. The joke is about. Okay, I get it. When I'm in bed next to him and he's like on his third novel of the month, I be watching Breakfast Club interviews and I feel like, oh, I should read more. That's what the joke is. The joke, it has nothing to do with sex, has nothing to do with the type of sex that we have, and that's just absolutely false.
But still not a good joke when you black and
listen, that's on you. That's on you. You do stand up and you figure it out. For me, the crowds laugh, whatever. I'll say this about
if the crowd is majority white, are they laughing with you or at you?
You know, it's funny. I'm actually shocked. There's actually a pretty decent amount of black people coming out to see me. I really appreciate y'all for coming out. I want y'all to keep coming out too. I like the seeing it really. especially black women, are like in the crowd. They've been like talking to me. They seem invested in my life, and it makes me feel really, really special. So I really like that, and I appreciate that. Now, I want to move on to the Dave Chappelle portion of it, because I've heard you comment on that too. I deeply regret ever saying anything about Dave Chappelle to the press. I want to say that I'm sorry for that, because one, I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan. I love Dave. Like, I think he's brilliant. I think he's a bright light in a dying industry. I think he's more important now than ever before, because like comedians are now just posting clips of them doing crowd work online and calling it art, and it's not art. Dave Chappelle is an artist. He's one of the few artists that we have, and I care deeply about the work that he makes. With that said, the criticism that I had nothing to do with the morality of the joke, had nothing to do with the ethics of the joke. That's something that's also been misreported. The criticism I had was that of a fan, someone who respects him so much that I want him to focus his genius on a wide range of topics. I think that like it started being really, really focused on one thing.
I disagree.
Well, I'll say this. Look,
that's like us saying that about the slave joke.
I'll say this. I'm also a big fan of Jay-Z. If Jay-Z made 3 albums about trans people, I'd be like, hey, what's going on with Jay?
But Jay-Z made more than 3 albums about selling drugs. You just don't put him in that, you don't pigeonhole him with that.
No, Jay-Z, I mean, listen, I would love to get to a Jay-Z argument. Jay-Z was very personal, very emotional. He always evolved. 444 was incredible because it showed growth and evolution and something you've never seen before in rap. And that's a thing with comedy too. Comedy doesn't grow. Comedy doesn't evolve. It's kind of stunted like rap, and like we just start getting like real braggadocious, like antagonistic with the crowd. And it can evolve. Like, and we need smart people like Dave, like Chris Rock, like myself, to actually evolve the art form, because it is dying. It's so important for people to go up and do deep personal stories or have a deep perspective about things going on in the world, because it's not happening. You see it online. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, all I'm saying is, and because I've talked about Dave a lot, I don't want to talk about Dave anymore. I honestly, I called him an egomaniac. I'm an egomaniac. I'm here to talk about me. I have a show that I want to talk about.
Have you spoken to him personally?
Talked about it enough.
Have you spoken to him on the phone?
Yeah. I know Dave. And you know what? And I'll tell you, honestly, from now on, any thoughts I have for Dave will be directed in a phone call to Dave. I'll never do it again. I do apologize for that. I'm man enough to say that that is wrong. I don't need it. I don't want the attention. It's going on way too long. Don't want it at all. I'm here to talk about me. I want to talk about myself.
Now, Charlamagne, he said he was upset because he considered you guys friends and that you went off the rail without having a conversation.
Did you watch the show? I texted you last night. Did you watch the show? You've been watching it? Did you watch the next episode?
No, I watched the first 3.
Oh man, you're gonna love the next episode.
So respond to what he said, because he considered you guys friends, and
that is my friend.
I want you to apologize. But if you feel the way, I think that Charlamagne, you should apologize to him as well.
I don't feel like I want to apologize.
Whoa. Okay.
That's not a diss. Whoa. When don't you like?
Well, I'm taking my candle back.
No, it's not just about him.
You're a sincere person.
I'm joking.
Would you want me to give you one of these half-ass bullshit industry? I don't feel like I need to apologize.
I think I made myself clear. I have no need for an apology.
If it hits me one day and I'm like, you know what, that was wrong. But in the moment,
all right. Well, I'll wait for that when I'm in the shower thinking about DJ and
I know that's right.
All right, we got more with comedian Jerrod Carmichael when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with comedian Jerrod Carmichael. Now, you also talk about black women being super supportive when you first came out, but also being mad at you at the same time.
Oh, because I got a white boyfriend? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. They met my boyfriend. They love him. Like, my boyfriend is actually, he's so real. That's part of the reason, like, any lie about him makes me upset, because he's so real. My homegirl Avery loves Mike. Mike doesn't engage in small talk. That's a thing that I actually am trying to learn, because like I can be
my next book. Why Small Talk Sucks.
There we go. You got to meet my boyfriend. Like, he doesn't do it at all. If you talk to him about the weather, he'll just be quiet. And I'm trying to learn that. Like, I'd be out in the world just lying to people, just like, oh no, good shirt. Just like, I'd have a lot of good shirt conversations. It's all. I got to stop doing that. I don't like that.
How does he feel when you because you talk about your life on the reality show? How does he feel when you talk about your sexcapades or even your conversation with Tyler the Creator? How does it make him feel funny? Do y'all have conversations before?
Yeah, he knows all of it. I mean, it's funny because I started shooting the reality show, and then our relationship began. So he came in at a time when I'm dealing with a lot of things, and the show was just about me, like me trying to explore all these deep things about myself and being in therapy, trying to work through problems. Like I'm exposing. It's the most vulnerable show of all time.
Yes.
You've never seen a show more vulnerable than this.
Did he make you more comfortable with that?
He makes me more comfortable in life.
Right.
Like I think I'm a better person because of my boyfriend. I feel so much calmer now. Like I'm a person that had a lot of anxiety, and you could see it even in the first episode. You could see like it's me trying to get all my anxiety out. I think that's why the audience feels that way. They feel a little awkward because that's how I felt. I think it transmutes into the art form. I was somebody that was just like constantly scared, constantly nervous, afraid of how I would be perceived, afraid of like coming in masculine environments as a gay man, like just terrified all the time, afraid of the kind of sex I was having. I was thinking about that because people have been talking about like I put like a foot in my mouth in the first episode. And I also want to set the record straight. He was Guatemalan. People say his white toes. He was Guatemalan. Maybe that doesn't matter to some people, but like, it's like a toe's a toe. I've had some black feet in my mouth too. I was afraid of the type of sex I was having. I thought it was dirty and so wrong. And people, gay, straight, whatever, have a lot of sexual shame. They're afraid of things. So I was doing things like on camera to liberate myself. Like it was important for me to like eradicate that shame. Like, I put a foot in my mouth for y'all.
A lot of people don't think you're really gay though, and they think that you just put the foot in your mouth to kind of prove that you're gay. And they was like, if you was really gay, you on camera.
All right. I mean, OnlyFans coming soon, I guess. I don't know. What y'all want? Like, there's a lot of silly things. There are people who get their news from Twitter. They're crazy.
Where did you meet your boyfriend from? Where did y'all meet? How did you meet?
We met through a mutual friend. We met years ago in LA, and then and we started dating. It's been a year and a half now.
So I wanted to ask you about you and Tyler, because y'all are actually really friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Was that like for fun, or did you really, really have romantic feelings for Tyler?
Yeah, I did. I was in turmoil over that for a year, and that's a hard thing to deal with. Of course, it's like I see people online talk about as awkward as cringe. Yeah. Having feelings for your best friend is very awkward, very, very cringe. I'm thankful that he did it because I've never seen a conversation like that played out on television or in any space, and I thought it was really, really important. I've never seen like a black man express feelings for another black man like that ever before. And I'm trying to make art that I wish I'd seen as a kid. I'm trying to make things and put things out there that I needed. And so it was really important. I thought it was a really important conversation. I'm so thankful to Tyler for doing it because
did his response hurt you? Because when he said he called you a stupid bitch, y'all laughed, like he laughed about it. Did that really hurt your feelings, or it's just like, because I listen,
getting called a stupid bitch.
Yeah, but that's your best
he called
friend.
me a stupid bitch.
I know, but I call my best friend a stupid bitch all the time.
Yeah, no, I know.
So
I was in my feelings. So I was really hurt.
It was just like, okay, they're best friends, they cool, but it really did hurt. Did you see what he said at Coachella?
Yeah, I was watching it. I stayed up late for that too. I made a sandwich. I was up at 3 a.m. Like, so I thought it was funny.
How did your boyfriend feel about that? Like, you staying up late to watch Tyler?
I was on FaceTime with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's emotionally evolved. I'm the one that's trying to catch up. He's great. He's one of the.
He said you trying to. I bet y'all saw my best friend try to me on camera.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. That was funny.
What's your relationship now? Y'all cool after the conversation? Do y'all
yeah, we cool. I mean, he's making jokes about it. We cool. Yeah.
He seemed like a troller. Like
he cool. I mean, we moved on. Like I have definitely moved on. It was a very, very tough moment in my life, and I have nothing but gratitude for him for doing that on camera is wild, right? But it was hard off camera. That was a difficult thing to deal with off camera. Like
it was a whole year,
because that's your best friend.
Yeah. I was on Music Soul Child Have Crazy mode for a year.
Man.
But why not reach out to him during that year? Like why
he called me a stupid Charlamagne? Did you watch the show?
He was in his feelings about it. He was like, hold on.
I mean,
thank you, Jess.
But if that's your friend, somebody you love and care for, what I was thinking was like, well, why would he let a whole year go by? Why would either one of them let a whole year go by?
Well, it's very so that's the thing. It's very easy for things to like just fall back into the elephant in the room. Like, oh, okay, we're not going to talk about it. We just go to breakfast. Like, I have that same relationship with my parents where it's like, oh, there are things that we don't really want to talk about, so we don't, and we engage in small talk.
Okay.
We talk about everything else, and that's what the show was. The show was an excuse to have a difficult conversation that I'd otherwise be afraid to have.
Yeah.
How did your mom, or how do you think black women in general will feel about you referring to your mother as a
Oh
That
man,
was
that's
crazy.
been the family
insane.
been family been having. They got a group chat without me.
They should
talking about that.
was wild, Jerrod.
You know, it's funny that I actually didn't consider that, like, when I said it, and maybe that's me being inconsiderate, and maybe there is some like latent hurt that is coming out when I say that. I actually wasn't saying it. I love my mother. I have a deep respect for my mother. I say it kind of casually, kind of gay, like just on stage. Isn't a public
it's not
thing.
your mom.
I say it just nonchalantly. I call people bitches and all the time. Like that's
Your
like
mom?
a very,
Not your mother.
You know, listen.
You can call your dad and you can even call your dad with your mom.
But they gonna get mad at Tyler for a year because he said stupid.
Exactly.
Well, it wasn't. It was the dismissal of the emotion. It wasn't just that. It was that was all he said.
Gotcha.
But no, with my mom, no, that's something that we talked about. I would rather focus on the emotion behind it. It's like it's easy to get hung up on it. I actually get really, really angry with my family when they start talking about, like, you know, my dad calls. He's like, I don't like that you call your mom a bitch. I'm like, that's the worst thing we've done to my mother. Like, I think as a family we've done worse.
So more so, why did you call her?
Or why am I hurt?
Yeah.
What's the cause of the hurt? Like, you know, like I feel rejected by my creator. That's a difficult thing to live with. Like, you know, I'm not the only person that's living with like some issues with their parents, with their mom, or you don't see eye to eye and it makes you feel bad about yourself. That's how I feel. And that's a really, really hard thing to live with. And I'm trying to make art and trying to make sense of all of it, but it's really tough.
All right, we'll keep it locked. We have more with comedian Jerrod Carmichael. When we come back, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Jerrod Carmichael still here. Charlamagne.
What would you say to people who would say your mom is homophobic, but when I look at it, I say, no, she's very religious. So I think she's looking at it through the lens of religion.
Yeah. And I think that at some point you have to think about how you got to the place that you are. I had a really good conversation with my mom about even her finding religion and needing religion, about the hurt, the disappointment in her life from her dad and from other people in her life that led her to needing God as much as she does and depending on God as much as she does. And we were having a really, really good conversation. Then my dad woke up and interrupted. It was just like, yeah. But you know, like it you have to explore your life. You got to explore the reasons why, because you can hurt people. Like, I know, like, people call it faith, whatever, but they're human beings. And like, your opinion, my mother's opinion of me matters so much.
Absolutely. Yeah. What made you want to do it now?
Well, because after I came out, I realized that there are other things I needed to come out about. I think everybody's in the closet about something. And I was in the closet. It was more than just being gay. It was about the feelings that I have. I was in the closet about sex addiction or how I am as a friend or all these things. Like, just like I was a closeted person. I was holding everything inside, and the show was an outlet for me. I'm an artist, and I use art as a means of expression and as a means to heal. And so the show just felt like a natural. I was doing all these shows. I was doing stand-up, and stand-up started being kind of a form of therapy. It was like a free associative therapy that I would just go up and I would talk about a problem that I have, a deep personal problem that I have. The response from the audience started being better. That's what I mean. Like, people come to the shows, they're the heckles that I get as a comedian are so thoughtful. Like, no comedian gets like the thought. Like, people turn into therapists in the crowd.
Your audience.
Yeah.
I watched that yesterday and I was like, those heckles aren't real. That's part of
the audience
show.
is no. Like, people are smart. I believe that. I believe that. Like, Twitter isn't just that's not what the world is.
I haven't been on there in 8 years. I hate it.
Yeah, listen, sometimes I search your name to make me feel better about myself. Like,
no, that's right.
Like, what they saying about Charlamagne out there? Like, okay.
I hate it. I don't over that at all.
No, but the heckles that I get are thoughtful responses, because you open yourself up and people open themselves up. Like they respond in kind, and so I'm glad you're a good friend to your friends who are expressing themselves to you.
I was gonna say, how did you deal with the sex addiction?
I'm still.
He's dealing with it still. He's trying to figure it out.
All right, I'm getting my candle. Let me get out of here.
But no, on the show, it shows you just be on Grindr before your boyfriend. You was on Grindr just getting it in.
That had to be before your boyfriend, right?
Yeah, before my boyfriend, and you know, like, sex is
better be.
Sex is something else, man. You got to keep watching the show.
You had a good explanation though. You said because you waited so long to come out.
Yeah.
So now you feel like a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Making up for lost time. Like, just like, like my emotional maturity level was a bit delayed. It's a little embarrassing to admit, but true. But even that, I do think there are certain aspects of my personality that I inherit from my father. I've been reading about that a lot, just like being, you learn how to be a man from your dad, and I learned. He gonna get mad because he's gonna watch this. He's like, always throwing me under the bus, but it's just true. Like, it's something you learn in therapy. That like, this is how you model yourself as a man, and so I look to sex as a form of validation for my manlyhood, like to make me feel like a man.
Yeah.
What is this show doing for you that therapy can't?
Been using it as a form of therapy, because therapy is exploring yourself and exploring your past, but it's not necessarily confrontation. I still needed a tool to be confident enough to have a conversation with my dad that I'd be terrified having otherwise. Like, if I'm home in North Carolina, I'm just like, smiling, being a good son, being the son that they want me to be, and I'm not saying the real things, asking the real questions. When the camera's on, I become like a journalist for my own life. Like, no, what's that shit you said in 98? Like, I get real like, but without the cameras, I'm afraid.
You do show how much of a friend you are too.
Yeah, no.
What you did, Pooh, was foul.
I know. Can I tell you?
You can't be a best man in a wedding and show up an hour late to the wedding. It's not your wedding.
And then compare it to jury duty. Why?
Look, weddings are hard because I'm a performer, and so I look at weddings as a show. Like, all right, what is this show that we're going to? Like, but I love Pooh, and I actually gotta hit him. We've been talking a lot. I hope that he liked the episode. Like, he's a very sweet, thoughtful friend, and inspired me so much. And so I know I was a bad friend. Again, it's hard. Like this show, I'm like the villain in my own show. I'm Eric Kane on my own show. Like, I'm like, people are like, because I'm exposing myself in a real way. Like some of the worst parts of myself, I'm putting out there unedited. Just like letting the world see and judge and criticize. But I feel bad for that. I felt bad in the episode. It's something I'm deeply apologetic for. I'm learning. I'm still growing. I'm learning to not be as selfish. Sure, that's a means of self-protection. Like, I'm selfish because I'm scared, and I'm learning to not be as afraid.
Another thing you say on the show is being honest is cool until you have a reason to lie.
Yeah.
And you say it's hard to tell the truth to people you love.
Yeah. Do you not feel that way? Do you not feel that way sometimes? Because the consequences are so high. It's gonna hurt them. The stakes are so high. I say that to my mom. I'm like sometimes I talk to my mom. I'm like, hey, be careful what you say to me, because I'll remember it for the rest of my life. Every word that she says, it's so
piercing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is Jerrod Carmichael an industry plant?
Am I an industry plant?
Industry plant.
Well, I mean, listen, I wish the Illuminati was real. I wish that I could be a plant. I'd sign up in a heartbeat. No, I actually, unfortunately, I had to work hard to get where I am. I had to like think and expose. I'm exposing so much of my life. I've worked very, very hard to get where I am. But yeah, if I could have get to the top,
that's why they don't want you.
Yeah.
Because you want to do it.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm saying that as a joke. I'm saying it as a
I thought because Lil Rel was defending you on Club Shake.
You know the funny thing too, like if I make, now I'm gonna sound like a rapper, but like a lot of these comedians who like criticize me is like, no, like before I came out, coming out was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. I was like afraid. I had multiple specials. I had a sitcom on NBC that ran for three seasons. I was getting other people's shows. Like I was more successful than them straight. So then to pretend that like he came out, like that's silly. I don't even entertain that.
I want to ask, because you just mentioned something. You said that you had all of this great stuff going on before you came out.
Yeah.
So do you feel like coming out as gay is taking away the focus on everything you've done in your career?
No, not at all. Carmichael Show still exists. Stream it on Hulu.
When I Google you, what's going to come up to? The same way you said if you Google Dave, it's all transgender stuff. If I Google
things I talk about, watch the show. I hope people watch the show. Like if you see the show, you'll see the truth. I'm confident in that. Like I think this, like up top, I was just upset because something untrue was said. I say enough true things to talk about. So I don't need any lies. I don't need any of that. But yeah, I'm making art about my life, and I'm really proud of it. I hope people watch the show. I think the show's funny.
He is, yeah. Charlamagne called you.
What kind of funny? How funny y'all? Like,
man, y'all so straight. Y'all are so straight. I'm so straight. Is this ha funny? Or is this Paul's funny? Like, Jesus Christ, you are so straight. Congratulations. Oh my God. Everybody clap for the straight man. Oh my God. Jesus.
Jerrod Carmichael, ladies and gentlemen.
Brought you a candle.
Yes, he did.
I love y'all. Thank y'all very much for having me. Thank you very much.
And you can check out the reality show Fridays on HBO Max. Thank you, brother, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's the
Thank
Breakfast
you
Club.
very
Good
much.
morning.
Number one record in the country for 3 weeks in a row. Dropping the clues bombs with Future, Metro, and Kendrick. And Kendrick, you still on the clock because Drake replied directly to that verse with Push Up. You on the clock, baby.
Not a pipsqueak though. I don't like that.
I don't like the short shaming either.
Well, y'all little people over here. All right, well, let's get to Jess with the Mess.
The news is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jess Carmichael, Jess don't do no lies, don't do no lies. She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So Rudy Gobert reflects on, did I say it right, Gobert?
Rudy Gobert.
I'm really, really killing this. So for those who don't know, he's a basketball player. He plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote an essay for the Players Tribune about experiencing racism from close family members. So for some backstory, his mother, who was white, met his father, who was black, while he was playing professional basketball
Mm-hmm.
in France. His dad returned to the Caribbean when Rudy was only 2 years old. He talked about a conversation between his mother and certain family members who didn't welcome Rudy because he was black. So he couldn't go to certain family gatherings around the holidays and stuff like that, like the big Christmas dinner at a certain family member's house. They told his mother, we don't want that baby in our house, like around our family or anything like that. Yeah. He said that his mom was devastated and the two of them just ended up spending holidays together. Rudy says it was a painful memory, but one that he needed to share. And he also says that from that moment on, his mother became his protector and provider and motivation. I love that. That's such an interesting story.
Absolutely.
Now he's making $205 million for 5 years, and everybody loves Rudy. Where is Rudy?
I'm sure they were
Why
like-
isn't Rudy coming for the holidays?
Yeah.
I'm sure it
Rudy,
changed up.
sit down. Let me fix your plate, Rudy. Okay,
I'll be
sure that
dead.
changed
They
up.
let that little biracial man now.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
When he was a biracial baby, they didn't like him.
Yeah,
Now
he
you're
wasn't making no
biracial
money. He was just a
millionaire.
broke little baby.
That's right.
Now he
That's
a rich grown man.
Why do people give biracial kids or biracial adults such a hard time, right? Whether it was
You tell us.
I'm not biracial. I'm always black. I'm not biracial.
First of all,
I'm all black.
That's crazy.
How about you tell us about
exactly.
you?
Asking us about him.
Both my
That's
parents
so
are black,
messed up.
so sir. But like, if you look at Barack Obama or
Yeah.
J. Cole or
Yeah.
Drake or whoever, that's the first thing that they go to. Logic,
Yeah.
that's the first thing they go to.
Because every now and then that whiteness come out of him. That's all. And Penn reminds us that they.
But that's a part of who they are too. Like you can't say that.
That is true, but you can't pick and choose when to be a Karen.
Oh my
Okay?
gosh, who is?
I'm just saying.
Anyway, Gunna announces his new album, One of One. Okay, I'm really, really happy for this because Gunna makes some dope music.
He does.
Always have, and hopefully he always will. A month before his upcoming Bitter Tour Suite, he's announced his 5th album. Now, he released the cover art, but he didn't release the date. And in more Gunna news, he sat down with XXL to talk about his relationship with Young Thug and all the snitching allegations. This is his first interview since being released from jail, since he's been in jail or whatever. As you may know, Gunna faced legal troubles in 2022 in Young Thug's YSL case. After spending only 7 months in jail, Gunna was released in December 2022 with a plea deal. So he entered an Alford plea. Many of his peers considered the Alford plea to be snitching. Gunna was then asked about his relationship with Young Thug, and he said, it's the same, it's love always. Our relationship is our relationship. And when asked about rappers including themselves in it, like Lil Durk, 21 Savage, and Lil Baby, alluding to him snitching, he said none of them are a part of the case and don't know legally what's going on. So basically, like, mind everybody's business, basically.
Yeah, I never understood why folks were so quick to pick a side when you
Yeah.
haven't heard anything from Thug. And didn't they just say Gunna will not be testifying?
Yeah,
he won't
they
be
did say that.
situation?
He
won't
will
be
not.
testifying.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So, and then for another story, this is a little heavy, but North Carolina man is killed by carjacker after he tried to shoot him at point blank range 4 times.
That's crazy.
The video that's got a lot of attention on social media shows 2 NCDOT employees acting as good Samaritans intervened to stop the carjacking. We're told the man in the yellow vest is 38-year-old Jonathan LeCompte. Investigators say when LeCompte attempted to stop 28-year-old Ricky Driggers from carjacking another vehicle, Driggers jumped into LeCompte's DOT vehicle. You can hear LeCompte fire several point-blank gunshots at Driggers before he put the truck in reverse and backed away. That's when LeCompte was hit and later died at the hospital. Driggers was arrested a short time later after he wrecked the stolen vehicle on Selma Road near Highway 41.
That video was crazy. Y'all seen the video?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
You see the video? It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. He shot him up so close though, and still missed. But that's the thing. I wonder if his truck was bulletproof, the window, because it seemed like he still was shooting after the guy closed the door.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, if you didn't see the video, first of all, I didn't know DOT carries a gun on him like that. That was crazy.
That wasn't no little pistol.
But he was shooting at the guy as the guy was walking in the car. And that's why sometimes you have to understand the story. Because when I first seen it, I didn't know what the hell was going on. So he was shooting at the guy. The guy backed up. And then I guess he put his gun back in his pocket and started walking away and didn't even pay the guy any attention.
But you hear in the video, he said, he's going to drive up. He's going to drive up. And then he runs in the path where the guy was driving. And then he hit him. And you can tell how he went up in the air. No, he was definitely not going to make it. So, yeah, definitely sad. And this happened last month, actually, in Lumberton, North Carolina.
I think was there a plow on that vehicle?
It was a plow.
It was a plow on the front of that vehicle.
Yep, and he was trying to steal somebody else's truck at first, and then the guy the DOT, the guy, he was trying to help, and then the guy jumped in his truck.
Yeah.
So
life really ain't fair, boy.
No, it is not, man. Mm-hmm. So yeah, prayers up to his family.
All right.
But that is Jess with the Mess for the second hour.
Thank you, Jess. Charlamagne, donkey today. Who you give me a donkey to?
Lakeisha Woods Williams of Texas. She needs to come to the front of the congregation. We like to have a word with her. Sometimes in life, you really have to ask what you can afford to do, and what you can afford to do is not always financial. We'll discuss.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Your execution on the donkey of the day is something to behold. Is it a read?
He gave me donkey of the day, and I deserve it.
People need to know.
Well, you need to tell them.
I am.
You have the voice. Tell them. Tell them.
It's time for donkey of the day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You're trying to be a fake ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to go.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving donkey of the day to now?
Yes, donkey of the day for Tuesday, April 16th goes to 29-year-old Lakeisha Woods Williams of Texas. Now, Lakeisha was hit with 2 charges of child endangerment last Thursday after police officers found her 8-year-old and 6-year-old child alone in their high-rise apartment complex. Now, I know we've heard these stories before. Parents leave their kids home alone so they can go to work, sometimes to the club, sometimes to the grocery store real quick. But Lakeisha, she had bigger plans. See, Lakeisha didn't leave for a couple hours. No, Lakeisha decided she needed to be gone for nearly a week. Jesus. What would cause the woman to leave her kids for nearly a week? Let's go to ABC 13 Eyewitness News for a report, please.
Lakeisha Williams.
Williams is accused of leaving her 6-year-old daughter and 8-year-old son home alone at their luxury high-rise in the Memorial City area while she flew to Florida and boarded a cruise to Puerto Rico.
Both juveniles told officers that they had been left alone since April 4th.
The young children were said to be left alone to fend for themselves for at least 5 days and told deputies they didn't know when their mother was coming home. The Precinct 5 Constable's office responded to Williams' apartment for a welfare check on Tuesday and noted that the apartment was in a state of disarray. They say it smelled like urine and said it was obvious the children had tried to make themselves meals. Court records say police found a phone and a camera that she was using to communicate with the children while she was gone. When deputies tried to contact Williams, they say she was not cooperative and changed her story about where she was. She was arrested Thursday evening.
It don't matter where you were.
Like what?
You was going away from the kids for a week.
Jesus.
Okay? Why did this remind me of Jay and Silent Bob? Remember that?
What the hell? Excuse me, who's watching these babies?
The fat one's watching the little one.
Oh, nice parenting.
Lakeisha, as a parent, we all want a vacation from our kids. Okay, you think my wife and I don't take vacations where we just go and get away from the kids for a while? Yes. The difference is we have babysitters and nannies and grandparents. Adult supervision. Imagine planning a vacation. Okay, you packing, you're getting your hair done, some nice protective style like cornrows or faux locks or Senegalese twist. That's what they call it, right, Jess?
I don't know nothing about no Senegalese twist.
What protective style you be getting?
Faux locks. Okay. I don't know nothing about no Senegalese twist.
Say she know. Okay. You get you some nice little outfits from Pretty Little Things, Sheen, Fashion Nova, right, Jess?
Yeah, boy.
Rainbow, maybe.
Rainbow,
okay?
whoa.
You go get you a manicure, pedicure, you get you a wax. You're doing all the things to go on vacation. Meanwhile, you're just planning to leave your 8 and 6-year-old at home. Now, I know people can't afford proper childcare. I get it. But if you can't afford the vacation and for someone to watch your kids, then maybe you can't afford to go on vacation. Why don't people think like that? Forget if you can afford the cruise. Can you afford to leave this 8 and 6-year-old home alone for a week? The answer is no. Okay? This woman was communicating with the kids via a camera in the apartment and via text message to the 8-year-old. This whole situation is a prime example of grandma no longer being in our lives. Where is Big Mama? Okay, where is grandma? Where is grandma? Nowadays, grandma might have been on the cruise with her because grandma 49 and the daughter 29 and both of them twerking on Facebook the Sexy Red. Now, both kids were checked by paramedics as well as Child Protective Services, and they both have been removed from the apartment. And guess what? Now they are in care of their aunt. If they have an aunt that they can be in care of now, then why in the hell weren't they in care of the aunt while you was on the cruise?
Maybe the aunt was there too.
Maybe the aunt. They wouldn't have given to the aunt then.
Right.
Well, yeah, you're right.
The fact that we can't make sense of any of this is exactly why we must give Lakeisha the credit she deserves for being stupid. So please let Remy Ma give Lakeisha Wood Williams the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
You got a little time? Want to play a game?
Sure.
We ain't played a game in a while.
Sure, that's fine.
Would you like to play a game of Guess What Race She Is? Lakeisha Woods Williams of Texas.
Black.
Lakeisha Woods Williams. Yeah, yo.
Lakeisha Woods Williams of Texas let her 8 and 6-year-old go. Let her 8 and 6-year-old stay home alone while she went on a cruise. Jess Hilarious. Guess what race she is?
Black.
Why do y'all think that? Why do y'all say that so confidently and so quick?
Lakeisha Woods Williams. Like what?
Yeah,
what did you talk about?
Is it the Keisha or the Lakeisha or the two last names?
Yeah,
the Woods and the Williams.
It's both. It's Lakeisha Woods Williams.
Dang.
I've never heard of a white Lakeisha or Asian Lakeisha or a Latino Lakeisha.
Yeah.
Guess what? Y'all about to be surprised.
Oh my God, no.
Okay. You better not.
Y'all about to be surprised.
You better not.
We should have said biracial.
Well, Lakeisha Woods Williams, Jess Hilarious, and DJ Envy is absolutely pure 100% N-word.
Oh, yeah. She black.
She black.
No,
yes.
This is N-word behavior now. There's a difference.
That's powerful niggery at work.
Damn it, man.
Damn, yo. And she young. Yeah, she most definitely
29
look
years
young.
old. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. She look younger than that, though.
You think so?
She do, yeah. She had a hard life, but she looks younger than 29.
Nah, it's just the overbite. Overbites make you look young, especially when you ain't smiling.
Nah, she do look younger. She look like she about 24, 25.
Yeah,
she look about 24.
Like she
Because of the
early
overbite,
20s.
you can tell she got her mouth closed, so it's tucked over the overbite, so it make her look a little younger. Overbites make you look 4 or 5 years younger. That's a fact.
Yeah. Well, she looked like she would do it again and again.
Yes, she would.
She tried to set it up right. She tried to set up the camera. She probably put mad little ravioli and quick little macaroni cheese in the microwave.
Oh.
It looked like she still got the protective hairstyle she had on the cruise.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what it's giving.
Because she got arrested right when she got back.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What is that, Jeff?
That lace front. That's the lace front. And it's definitely sitting in the middle. It's melted down. So it's definitely leaving sleeve for the guards.
All right. Well, thank you, Charlamagne, for that donkey today.
Yes, indeed.
She been tying her hair up in jail. Okay. Listen.
Now, when we come back, Dr. Cornell West and Melina Abdullah will be joining us.
Melina Abdullah is actually his vice president.
That's right.
Yes.
So we're going to talk to them when we come back. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us this morning.
That's right.
We got the good brother, Dr. Cornell West.
Yes, indeed.
And also his running mate, Melina Abdullah. Welcome.
a blessing to be here. My brother said he'd bring me back. He's a man of his word. Good to see you, my brother.
Good to see you too, brother.
DJ Envy, and I'm so blessed to be with Sister Melina. She is one of the great freedom fighters of her generation.
Mm-hmm.
And we are running together for truth, justice, and love. And we want people to see what it's like to have two black folk who have no fear, no lies, tell the truth, seek justice, and love the people.
What made you want to choose Melina, Dr. Cornell?
You know, brother, I wanted to choose the best. I believe that excellence in the form of vision, courage, willingness to put your body on the line. She's a scholar. She's an intellectual. She's been to jail many, many, many times. They have attacked her in vicious ways. She's still standing with a tremendous sense of determination. And in that sense, it's just a matter of always acknowledging what we always do. Mm-hmm. And that's true for everybody around here. So we come from a great black people who have the highest standards of excellence within our tradition.
That's right.
And I wanted to put a smile on the face of Fannie Lou Hamer and Martin Luther King Jr., Curtis Mayfield, and Nina Simone. That's high standards, because those are folk who are free. As my brother Clifton always says, I want to see whether you on a plantation or not. Well, this sister ain't never been on nobody's plantation. That's hard to find these days for black folk. And so to be able to work with her, work alongside her, learn from her, be instructed and inspired, it's a beautiful thing.
And let the record show, Melina's been to jail for good trouble. Okay,
that's right.
Because Donald Trump has been to jail many times too. So I just want to, put that out there. He's been to jail for good trouble.
That's a good point.
Right.
I was going to ask, you guys are running independently, and people, when they question the Democrats, or they question Biden, or they question Kamala Harris, they say people are going against their race, and people are going against what they quote unquote should be doing. What's your thoughts on that? Because in all actuality, people would say that you guys are questioning them as well.
That's true. That's true. Fannie Lou Hamer said, I'm questioning America. I'm questioning capitalism. I'm questioning patriarchy. And I'm questioning white supremacy. The folk who want to defend Biden and can't say a mumbling word about the genocide and the ethnic cleansing and apartheid state of Israel, it means they turning their backs. Well, no, we don't come out of a tradition like that. We committed to Jamal and Letitia in the hood. We committed to Juan and Juanita in the barrio. We committed to poor whites. We committed to Palestinians. We committed to any folk. We committed to Jews when they catching hell. We around in 1930, we in solidarity with the Jews against Hitler. Now, right now, you got genocide taking place in Gaza. We take a stand, not out of self-righteousness, but because we want to be moral and spiritual. That's who we are as a people, man. At our best. I'm not talking about our worst. At our best. And therefore, you got Trump, dead up gangster, leading the country towards Civil War II. Biden, war criminal, leading the world toward World War III. Now you're going to choose between Civil War II and World War III. What you going to do? Well, that's the history of black folk. For us, Pharaoh has always been on both sides of the bloody Red Seas. What you going to do? Sing a song. What you going to do? Crack a smile, crack a joke, hug, organize, mobilize, and then make a way out of no way. That's the history of black folk. How have we made a way out of no way? I sit here and look at you young brothers. I know what's in you. I know your grandparents. I know what they've been through. They made a way out of no way. Look at you sitting there with all this dignity. Couldn't do it by yourself. That's that rich tradition inside of you. That's all we're trying to do. And that's true for my dear sister going back through Louisiana. We both got Louisiana roots, deep Louisiana, even though she come out of East Oakland. So, I mean, she got jump started in life. East Oakland's like Detroit and Chicago. And Mississippi's even deeper than all of them, but we won't get into that right now. South Carolina. Was it Monk's Corner?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
How do we get people to get out of the mind frame where I only can vote for Democrat or Republican, right? I say it all the time. A lot of people are from years and years and years of grandparents voting Democrat and great-grandparents and then parents and then yourselves. How do we get them out to think outside of the box, right? Because automatically when somebody sees somebody running as an independent, they think, well, he is or she is, there's no way that they can possibly win. They're just somebody in there to start trouble and to mess up the Democrats. So how do we get people to change that view?
Yeah, I think part of it is, Curtis Mayfield got this song, No Thing on Me. I'm so glad I got my own, so glad that I can see my life is a natural high The man can't put no thing on me. It depends on what you see. When we see, we have to see a system. You can't just look at two parties. You got to see how both of them are tied to Wall Street and Pentagon. Both of them tied to war. Both of them tied to greed. And so you have to have an understanding of how the system operates, and then say, I want to be critical of the system. I'm not just critical of Trump's gangsterism. I can see how Trump's gangsterism is inseparable from Biden's genocidal policies facilitating genocide in Gaza. So you begin to see how the system operates and connects what's happening with the Palestinians in Gaza, but what's happening in black folk in Harlem, what's happening with poor whites in Kentucky, what's happening with poor Latinos in East LA. And that is a different way of seeing the world. That's why our artists at their height, the Nina Simone's and others, they help us to see things we didn't see. Mm-hmm. And then the question becomes, how do you implement? How do you execute? Usually when you see and you raise your voice, you get incarcerated or assassinated. That's what the system does to free black people. So you have to be willing to pay that cost. And that's exactly what the cost we're willing to pay. How come? Because we love the people. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that breaks the back of fear is love. And if you don't love the people, then get out of the way and go on and sell out. Go on and sell your soul for a mess of pottage and tell people lies. Tell them how great Biden is. Tell them Biden has always been concerned with poor folk. No, he's an architect of mass incarceration. That's a crime against humanity. I've taught in prison for 41 years. I've seen it go from 200,000 to 2.3 million right before my very eyes. That's a crime against humanity. That's my brothers and sisters in there. Don't lie. Don't want to be lying on Biden in that sense. So it's that kind of truth telling that we need, and and it's rooted in love.
You know, Melina, you were the co-founder of the LA chapter of the Black Lives Matter movement. And in 2022, police took you out of a mayoral debate. Well, I'm not gonna say took you out. That'd be kind. They dragged you out. You know, what was the reasoning behind that?
They carried me out by all fours. So that means on each limb, I had a different cop pulling me from each limb on the last day of Ramadan with my legs sprawled open. It was not only brutal, it was humiliating, it was dehumanizing. There is no justifiable reason for them doing that.
I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. Is it true that you sued BLM?
I sued, and I should be very clear, Black Lives Matter Grassroots, which is the side of Black Lives Matter that I represent. We're the boots on the ground. We're 33 chapters around the country. Black Lives Matter Grassroots is the real BLM. When you think of Black Lives Matter being in the streets, organizing alongside families, that's who we are. In 2022, our resources and platforms were stolen by a group of highly paid consultants. And we know we have a right to those things back. And so we sued them after trying to convince them to do the right thing. And that wasn't going to happen. They refused to listen to the voices of the people. We did file a lawsuit in September of 2022.
All right, we got more with Dr. Cornell West and Melina Abdullah when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That's right. We are the Breakfast Club. DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We're still kicking it with Melina Abdullah and Dr. Cornell West. Now, I got a question. What policies would you implement that you feel that Biden is not doing for black people?
Biden and Trump.
And Trump.
Well, first thing is reparations. Second thing is abolition of poverty. Abolition of unhousedness. Supporting militant wing of the trade union movement that's fighting for wages for workers across the board. And what my dear sister was talking about. Disinvestment for military, 800 military units around the world, special operations, 130 countries. That's an empire. We're anti-imperialists. America doesn't need to be an empire. We got to be a nation among other nations. We don't need to dominate every nook and cranny of the world. So all of those resources, the trillions of dollars going into military, 62 cents for every $1 in the discretionary budget, that's going to housing. We can stop this gentrification taking place, this power grab and land grab, pushing out poor and working people, pushing up the prices, the greed of Wall Street, the greed of corporations and oligopolies and monopolies, and dealing with the ecological crisis with the fossil fuel companies. So that is a way of going back to Curtis Mayfield. What we see, the lens through which you view the world. And we view the world through the lens of those Frantz Fanon call the wretched of the earth. I don't view the world through stock market. I don't view the world through how many black faces are in high places when their cousins getting crushed. It's a different way of engaging politics. It's what my brother calls a paradigm shift. We are not politicians. She's been running for justice all of her adult life. I've been running for justice all of my adult life. We need people to get in politics who already been running for justice, running for truth, and enter politics. Don't enter politics and think all of a sudden you're going to be a truth teller. That ain't going to happen.
Biden, Trump, the rematch is coming in November. What do you think the Democrats have done well? We know who the Republicans are, but what do you think the Democrats have done well, if anything?
The one thing they did was cut child poverty in half.
Okay.
Because we put a lot of pressure on it. And what happened? It expired and it's doubled again. So they did something well for a little bit and then fell back. And of course, we got a long thing of what they're not doing well. But my dear sister, you jump right in.
Right. I mean, I think that there are individual Democrats who are doing really beautiful things, who are stepping forward in courage. So Cori Bush is an inspiration to me.
Absolutely.
Jamal Bowman is doing phenomenal work. Ayanna Pressley is carrying a bill for us right now called the Ending Qualified Immunity Act. And so I think that there are some courageous Democrats. Unfortunately, they're too few and far between. So overall, as a political party, they are cowering to corporate interests. They are abiding by what corporations want, what the few want, as you put it, what the haves want, rather than representing what the working class people want. They're not supporting people like one of the people I'm most inspired by is down the street from you, Chris Smalls, and the Amazon labor.
Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely.
Yeah, Chris is my folks. And, that's the kind of labor union we want. And we're not seeing the kind of support for real labor, for radical labor unions like we need, like we should be expecting from the Democratic Party, although there are some individual courageous Democrats.
What do you think about the student loan forgiveness?
Oh, shoot, that should have been in place a long time ago. My God, across the board. And not only that, but we ought to have free education, free health care, and we ought to have a right to housing. I was just with the Reclaim movement there in the East Side Cafe in Los Angeles, and they got all these homes empty and got hundreds and hundreds of folk nowhere to go. And of course, we know Pastor Q in Skid Row, right? With the Church Without Walls.
We know Pastor Q. We know Los Angeles Community Action Network. Again, our policies, and if you look at our platform at Cornell West 2024, before I was invited onto this ticket, I was inspired by the platform. I was inspired by Dr. West. I was inspired by a visionary plan to build what we can have when we make different choices. When we refuse to, again, fuel genocide at a cost of hundreds of billions of dollars, right? We can't have housing for all. When you ask about student debt, there's a cancellation of a limited amount of student debt, but there shouldn't be student debt in the first place because education should be free. From birth through doctorate, education should be free. And so these are the kinds of choices that we make. We know that budgets are some of the most serious moral and ethical documents, and they are zero-sum games. So if you're spending on a military-industrial complex, you're not housing your folks. And we want to make the choice to house our folks, to feed our folks, to provide quality health care for all. Those are the things that you'll get, and those are the things that we're proposing to the world to make different choices with this campaign.
How would you handle the DEI situation if you were president, Dr. Cornell West?
Well, one, I would never use the language, DEI. What is diversity? No, we're talking about truth and justice. You see, we got a vicious legacy of white supremacy. You exclude black folk for over 100 and some years, and then you're going to say, well, we got a diversity program for y'all. No, we want truth. We want justice. It's reparations. And therefore, the language was wrong. For me, the DEI issue is one in which it never should have been DEI. It should have been truth, justice. But now it's DEI. You support it, and you know it's a vicious attack on black folk. You see it at Harvard.
That's right.
It's a sad thing. Sister Claudine becomes a poster child for anti-Semitism. Ain't got an anti-Semitic bone in her Haitian body. That's sick. That's ridiculous.
What do you think, Melina?
And I'll just add, it was already said brilliantly, but I've been thinking also about it overnight. The inclusion part. I actually don't want to be included in a fundamentally oppressive system, right? So the inclusion, the I, is reminding us that they're not willing to transform an oppressive system into a liberatory one. They're only willing to say a few of y'all can come in the door. And what we want is the transformation of these systems so that we can all use them for our liberation and freedom, right? We do want quality education. We do want accessible education. We do want liberatory models of education where ethnic studies, where Pan-African studies, which is what I teach, is it's foundational. Because it's as important for you to take a class from me as it is to take a math class. I don't know a bit of algebra, right? I don't know a bit of algebra anymore, right? But I do not need to know my history, my background, my power, how systems work. And so we want liberatory models of education, not just an inclusion into a system that's fundamentally oppressive.
Now, how can people donate and make sure they support and follow the cause?
Yeah, as my dear sister said, it's Cornell West 2024.com. Cornell West 2024.com. We are turning the corner, and the fact that Melina Abdullah said yes takes us to a different level, because we got new vision, new intellect, new energy, new courage coming together.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys for joining us.
And that's all I tell you, Dr. Cornell West. Don't be a stranger, brother.
That's right.
Yeah, well, you so kind, Dr.
Right.
Brother. You said that last too.
That's right. That's right. Dr. Cornell West.
Melina Abdullah.
Thank you for joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club on this Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes.
Sun
is out.
Yeah, sun is out. It's nice outside. It's beautiful. It's going to be 72
musty
degrees.
weather.
Not yet.
Yes, it is. Yesterday was definitely musty weather.
Yesterday was
Some
musty
of y'all
weather.
left the house because it was chilly in the morning.
Right.
And didn't know it was going to turn 80.
And then
around noon, the Mundom started humming, coming at y'all.
Come on, y'all.
All right, let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jess Carmichael, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies. She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, so latest news in the Alec Baldwin's case. A judge sentenced Hannah Gutierrez Reed to 18 months in prison after the jury found her guilty of involuntary manslaughter. The jury convicted her on March 6th. So the arrest armorer is the person responsible for the firearms on set where cinematographer Helena Hutchins was shot and killed back in 2021. Hutchins had been preparing for a close-up shot when Alec Baldwin was holding a gun and discharged. Okay. In Hannah's statement, she said, "First and foremost, my heart aches for the Hutchins family and friends and colleagues as well. It has been a tragedy since it occurred. And Helena has been and always will be an inspiration to me. I understand that she was taken too soon, and I pray that you all find peace." She currently has been in jail for about a month, and Alec Baldwin is heading to trial for involuntary manslaughter as well in July. But this was interesting because his original charges were dropped last April, and then they brought them back on January 19th.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still going to be tried for involuntary manslaughter.
And I hope he beats all his charges, because Alec Baldwin should not be held guilty for anything. Like you're on a set. There's so many checks and balances that happen before that prop gun gets to you. Why was it even a real gun?
Exactly.
Why was there real bullets in the gun?
Well, not even that. When I don't know how it is before, but now when you go on set, they make the actual actors check the gun to make sure there's no bullets in the gun. Like they actually, you have to check
Why
it.
does the actor have to do it? What if I don't know anything about firearms?
That's another precaution to make sure. And then they're not allowed to actually point the gun at the person. They point it off where it looks like it. So there's so many precautions. I wonder if that was the case during that film.
And they actually have like somebody to come before the scene. They prep the scene with another person who comes and makes it. I never seen the actor do it, but I seen like an actual person shoot the gun. I think that somebody that they have in training to train you on how to get ready for these types of scenes.
In East New York, when I was acting on that show a couple of months ago, I actually had to check myself.
Well, that was wrong. Was that a to-be film? Okay.
That sounds like somebody was cutting costs. The fact that actors got to check their own gun is crazy to me. And why is it a real gun?
Yeah,
It shouldn't even be a real gun.
I know. Well, In other news, now listen, I need y'all to get into this. This is for y'all. This is why I'm reporting this, because y'all two are men, and I don't know how y'all be sleeping. But
okay.
A man suffers penile fracture during sleep. Okay, so this guy was 27 years old, and he's from Tunisia. So this is worldwide news. He had to go through an emergency surgery after fracturing his penis while he was asleep. All right, he reportedly rolled over on his erected penis while sleeping. I don't know what type of dream it was, but honey, it was real. All right, which led to a snap sound and intense pain and swollen. Yes. At first, he ignored the symptoms and waited 36 hours before going to a hospital. Right? According to the doctors, penile fractures, although they are rare, they demand urgent surgical attention due to their potentially severe consequences. All right, a penis is technically boneless, so it's no, it's like a little chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them little wings. So it's no bones, but the fracture is a tear in the tissue that allows the penis to become erect. So a sign of a broken penis is called eggplant deformity, hence the emoji that they use. It's quite the perfect metaphor.
Man, they don't make nothing like they used to. Penises used to be way more durable.
Listen. This is when the penis becomes swollen and purple. Eggplant. All right. The patient, yes. The patient didn't suffer any long-term problems regarding urination or sexual function, but it can happen. So y'all watch how y'all rolling around.
I think that's cap. I don't believe that story. I don't believe that he just tore his penis or fractured his penis just by rolling over.
What, he had a wet
story he telling
he
people.
Turned over and bung.
Nah, that's the story he telling people. Something else happened.
Something else happened.
You don't just get no fractured penis by rolling over.
You think he might have been possibly cheating?
I don't know. I
He
I
made
just
up
don't
that
believe
story.
It had to be. I don't know, but they say he rolled over. That's why I said I don't know what the dream was given. Could have been Freddy Krueger chasing him. Anything. We don't know.
Freddy Krueger chasing him, not gonna have him erect though. Or maybe
you don't know that.
We don't know what he was doing.
You right?
Yeah.
Touche.
So.
5 claws.
All right.
One right up the crack.
But anyway, the last story of the day: Cameron slams Caitlyn Jenner for comment about O.J. Simpson's death on an episode of the podcast. It Is What It Is with Cam, Mace, and Treasure Wilson. My bad. I'm gonna get it right, y'all. Cam criticized Caitlyn's tweeting good riddance after the announcement of OJ's death. This is what he had to say.
Like, I seen Caitlyn Jenner write some shit. Good riddance. Caitlyn Jenner, you killed niggas in Calabasas. And talking about paparazzi was chasing you, and you was Bruce. Nothing to do with transgender, nothing like that. But I'm just trying to say, the paparazzi wasn't on Brewster when you had to be running to kill niggas. You ain't Princess Di, nigga. The fuck you mean the paparazzi was on you, nigga? You killed niggas, and you paid niggas $800,000 because you was wrong. If you wasn't wrong, you would have fought it. You killed niggas, admitted to killing niggas, and then paid niggas because you killed niggas.
You're not lying. $800,000 settlement for that car crash. Yeah, you're not lying.
Yeah, for the car crash in 2015. And Caitlyn jumped on X to defend herself. She said, I know you all think it's cute to compare a fatal car accident with multiple vehicles involved to a brutal murder, but remember OJ said something to the effect of, I could kill her, referring to Nicole, and get away with it because I'm OJ Simpson.
Yeah, two things can be true though. You was in a fatal car crash that left one woman dead, and that person's family might feel like you didn't have to deal with the consequences of your actions because you are a celebrity. Maybe they feel like you got off light and only had to pay $800,000 settlement because of who you are. So what about when you die and somebody tweets out, good riddance?
Right.
Yeah.
But this the thing I never understood about the OJ story. Whether you believe it or not, he was found innocent, not guilty.
I'm sorry,
He was found not guilty. So when I see the newspapers saying, now the murderer's dead and the killer's killed, it's just really crazy to me because he was found, whether you believe it or not, legally he was found innocent, not guilty.
Only thing I don't understand about the OJ case is when people say him dying at 76 years old of prostate cancer is karma. Do you understand that the average lifespan of a man is 72, 73 years old?
So
he beat that by 3 years, and he died of prostate cancer. That can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Health issues are not karma, you idiots.
I'm going to doctor today.
Well, good. And for those who don't know, Cameron felt so strongly about it because O.J. Simpson was a recurring guest host on It Is What It Is, so they were actually cool.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess. Let's get to the People's Choice Mix. Let's go.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Jess Hilarious, you just called our program director in Atlanta a clown.
Yes, absolutely.
He's on the air right now. He wants to talk to you.
Hello.
Louis V.
Oh, that's what we doing, Jess?
Hello. First of all, you ain't even tell us. I mean, it was clown behavior because you didn't even tell us what was going on. We had to find out on the internet Friday.
Very true, Louis.
And I was scared to death all weekend.
No, you weren't. You ain't scared
to death. I didn't care, but that was still wrong. That was wrong to have us like that.
That lie don't even sound right. That lie didn't even sound right.
So Louis V is the program director on our station in Atlanta.
105.3 The Beat.
I mean, it said that we would drop from the station. We tried to reach out to you. We reached out to the execs.
You ain't replied back to
Nobody replied back. So, what's up?
And he's a black man, y'all.
He is black.
Wow. Wow. Well, first, man, y'all didn't have to give me donkey of the day yesterday. That was a bit extreme, Charlamagne.
Well, stop acting like a black cracker.
You're a black cracker.
Okay. Act like you care about us for once.
But nah, like we all family, man, and it's wild. Everybody would even think, that I'll be taking you guys off the air, and we know that's never happened, man. Charlamagne, me and you both coming from South Carolina.
That's right.
Envy, you know what I'm saying? Me and you've been, in this DJ thing for a minute, you know what I mean? Just really just bouncing off each other and just doing what we do around the world. And Jess Hilarious, we just started reading together, you know what I'm saying? So
just started reading together. Oh, he's trying to play you.
That's why I say here,
He's trying to play you. He's trying to play you. See that? Because they say we getting taken off the air in Atlanta because Jess can't read.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna say.
They said because they said because of my comments about DEI in the workplace.
Yeah.
And just because Envy not really black.
Yo, shut up. I'm black, yo.
Nah, never that, man. It's all love, man, always. Actually, what's going on out here, man, I just want you guys to understand and know that the beat just got bigger, actually, right here in Atlanta, man. We just got real big out here in Atlanta. I'm not
What does that
y'all
mean?
off.
Don't talk to us in radio terms. What are you saying? The beat got bigger. What does that mean?
So basically what it is, man, you guys are not on 105.3 anymore. That's the truth, all right? You guys are actually on 96.1 The Beat out here in Atlanta. We're on 100,000 watts right now. You know what I'm saying? Starting today. So
the
we
station
just got bigger
bigger
out here, man. And
the satellite got bigger, so people can actually hear us all over Georgia now.
All over. Ain't gonna be no more complaining. Ain't gonna be none of that going on no more.
Let me ask you a question, Louis. So we move. So we're not going to be on 105.3 The Beat no more. We're going to be on what? 96 what?
96.1.
96.1 The Beat.
96.1 The Beat in Atlanta. Why y'all couldn't just tell us that?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. We had to go through all of that this weekend.
Because you know what they was trying to do? They was trying to play off of my rollout like some other people trying to do. That is so crazy. I could never look. I'm always the originator. Stop playing with me. I am the blueprint. DJ Louis V.
Yes, you could have just told us that. We ain't had to go through that night and call them people crackers for no damn reason.
Now you gotta apologize.
Yeah, Charlamagne, you owe everybody an apology.
Right,
man.
damn, yeah. And I haven't been here that long to be doing that.
Well, I want to apologize to all the white people at 105.3 The Beat. Blame the nigga Louis V. Okay? Blame the Okay. Feel free to take out any, anger you may have on Louis V.
That's right.
Okay.
Are we doing anything for the people since we going to a new station?
Jeez.
Yeah, so like I said, man, we just got bigger. It's going to get crazier because actually, Envy, that Hellcat.
That's right.
We've been wanting to give away for a minute. So we're going to be giving away a Hellcat with $25,000 in the trunk.
Man, what? I was just playing when I called you, but man, you really, you just doubled down on it just now.
So Atlanta, if you're listening, tune in to 96.1 The Beat. We are giving away a Hellcat. That's right, a Hellcat and $25,000 in the trunk.
Oh my God.
So if you want that Hellcat just in time for the summer to be cruising, maybe pop up in my car show, you're getting a Hellcat and $25,000. Now let me ask you, when do you have that?
Wait a minute, when does this switch happen?
So at 12 o'clock, we going crazy. 12 o'clock.
12 noon.
Today?
So at 12 o'clock, we'll no longer be on 105.3 in Atlanta. We'll be on 96.1.
96.1 The Beat. Like I said, we're giving away the Breakfast Club's Hellcat, $25,000 in the trunk. This is happening all day. And we got something even more crazy that's going to be happening real soon with you guys. And we'll talk about that later, of course. But, the Black Effect Podcast Festival, like you said yesterday, 105.3 The Beat is not going to be at the Black Effect Podcast Festival. 96.1 The Beat is going to be at the Black Effect.
Will a Hellcat be there? People want to see and touch that Hellcat. Will that be there?
I don't want that in my function.
Oh, really?
It'd be enough Hellcats outside.
Just know everybody's going to have a chance to win this Hellcat all through Georgia and $25,000. And we're going to be giving away money just for people calling, asking about the Hellcat and anything else. So you got to just be tuned in at 12 o'clock. The news is going to go crazy, man. Shout out to you guys, the Breakfast Club family all day, of course. Shout out to Angela Yee, shout out to Ferrari, JoJo and Big Homie, DJ Scream, It's about to get crazy out here in Atlanta.
Thank you, Louis. We got to keep the lines of communication open. I mean, the lines of communication always are open, but we got to communicate better because you could have told us this. We can keep secrets.
Absolutely. Well, maybe not.
Jess can't keep no secrets. That's not what happened to her.
Yep.
You're right. Whatever.
You're right. Well, 96.1 The Beat is the new station.
100,000 watts.
Make sure you listen.
Yes.
You'll be able to hear us all through Atlanta now. It won't get a little cloudy. And we're giving away a Hellcat and $25,000 in the trunk. So just listen for more details. Louis V, thank you for checking in, brother.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate you guys.
Louis.
All right, man.
I don't know if I believe the signal gonna be better.
Why do you always say that?
I gotta hear from the people first. The people gotta tell me. The people gotta tell me that this signal gonna be better.
Yo, okay, well, Hellcat with 25,000. I know Trump gonna be like, damn, I should have thought of that. Yo. Damn, yo. Oh, my God.
If Donald Trump give out free Hellcats and 25,000, he got it on lock in November.
What?
He's winning. All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. First, we got a shout out to Jerrod Carmichael for joining us this morning.
That's right, man. Salute to Jerrod for pulling up. I like anybody who pulls up after getting donkey of the day and isn't afraid to have the conversation about why they got donkey. And Jerrod, my guy, though. So salute to Jerrod.
He was ready to box your little mouth, boy.
No, you wouldn't. I pause. I don't know what that means coming from that freaky ass man named Jerrod Carmichael.
He kept looking Envy in the eyes, talking about, I'll be showering thinking about you.
Thinking about you. God damn.
DJ Envy. Okay.
And Dr. Cornell West and Melina Abdullah for joining us as well.
Yeah, Dr. Cornell West is running for president. Melina Abdullah is his vice president. So, salute to the good brother Cornell. I'm sure we'll hear a lot more from him as we get closer to the election.
All right.
And Atlanta, starting at noon, you can listen to us on 96.1 now.
96.1.
96.1. Okay, no longer 105.3. I don't know why they just couldn't tell us that. Mm-hmm. Okay, but 96.1, you can hear us starting at noon today. 100,000 watts all through Atlanta. And we'll be in Atlanta April 27th for the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening at Pullman Yards. Wallow and Gilly on that stage. Jess Hilarious on that stage. Horrible Decisions, Mandy and Weezy on that stage. Poor Minds, Dre and Lex on that stage. The Baller Alert Podcast going to be on that stage. Debbie Brown with Deeply Well and Will Lucas with Black Tech Green Money. So come join us, man. We're going to have the food trucks out. We're going to have the Picture Podcast activation there. All types of good stuff. Go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival. And the positive note is simply this. The day you take complete responsibility for yourself, the day you stop making any excuses, that is the day you start rising to the top. Would you like to know who that quote is from?
Kenny Burke.
O.J. Simpson. Y'all have a great day.
Amen.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?